Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing and have a first look at this Vivo V15 Pro. And as you can see, this one also has that pop-up camera like we saw on the Vivo NEX, and this one has a triple camera setup. And guys, this is actually a review unit. And hence, as you can see, the price is marked out. So I don't know the exact pricing. In fact, I got this unit about 2 days before the launch. So I don't know the pricing. Once I know the pricing, I'll add that in the description below. And as you can see, this is actually powered by the new Snapdragon 675 octa-core processor. So I feel this one might be the first smartphone in India that is coming with the Snapdragon 675 SoC. And it's an octa-core. And it also has that in-display fingerprint scanner. That means AMOLED screen and stuff. And again, the front-facing camera, that pop-up camera, is supposed to be 32 megapixel. If I'm not wrong, this might be the highest megapixel count for a front-facing camera. And many of you keep asking me about SAR values. Here it's given. It's 1.155 for the head, and the body it's 0.28. Anyways, guys, let's quickly just open this up and let's have a look at the phone itself. And it opens like this. So let's open this up. And might be a case inside this. Yes, as you can see, we get a SIM ejector tool, paperwork, SAR values and manuals and all those things. Let me keep that to the side. And we also get this case in the box, so it's nice to see that. And this is the device itself, and again, as the in-display fingerprint scanner and stuff. And this is this bluish color. So yeah, as you can see, we have that. Looks actually pretty premium, guys. There's a slight pattern also, and that triple camera setup. Actually, main camera is a 48 megapixel. Then we also have a wide angle lens, 8 megapixel, and a depth camera. So it will be interesting to see the camera performance on this one. And some more stuff. And this is very surprising. Looks like still a micro USB cable, guys, not Type C, which is very surprising. We also get earbuds in the box, so that's what we get. So let me take this out. And again, these actually look like earpods, as you can see. And we have Vivo branding over here, and just one button to take or end calls, and an integrated microphone. Let's look at the power brick. It looks actually pretty big. And guys, yes, it's actually, as you can see, it's a fast charger, because it supports 9 volts at 2 amps. So 18 watt fast charger that we are getting in the box. So that's what we get in the box. So let me keep these things to the side. So guys, this is the handset itself. It's having a 6.39 inch AMOLED screen. As you can see, again, no notch and stuff, because the cameras as actually the front facing will pop out. Let me give you a physical overview. We have a secondary noise cancellation microphone over here, 3.5mm headphone jack, that pop-up 32 megapixel camera. And if we go over here, we have the volume rockers and the power on off button. The build quality looks to be nice, and on the bottom looks like vent for the speaker, micro USB port. They should have gone with the USB Type C, and SIM tray over here at the bottom. So let's look at the configuration and see what it is. And it's just dual nanos, guys. No micro SD card slot option on this one. But again, as I've mentioned, the storage is 128 gigabytes. And there's also one more slot over here. There's one extra button over here. We'll see what it is for. And we also have one more slot. I didn't expect that. The micro SD card can be put in over here. So interesting combination that we are getting. Back we have that Vivo branding, and it's having an in-display fingerprint scanner. So let me do one thing, guys. Let me just boot this up, and then we'll have a look. And by the time it actually boots up and I set this up, let me give you a configuration overview. This Vivo V15 Pro is having a 6.39 inch AMOLED screen. It's in 19.5:9 aspect ratio with a screen to body ratio of 91.64. It's powered by the new Snapdragon 675 chipset, which is octa-core chipset based on the Cryo 460 cores. It has the Adreno 612 GPU, comes with 6 GB of RAM and 128 gigabytes of internal storage. It has a triple rear camera setup. 48 megapixel, 8 megapixel is the wide angle lens, and 5 megapixel is the depth sensor. It also has a 32 megapixel front facing pop-up camera, in-display fingerprint scanner, and a 3700 milliamp hour battery. So guys, I've just finished setting up this device, and as you can see, it has some apps that are actually pre-installed on this one. So let's see if we can uninstall this UC browser and stuff. Yes, looks like that. Yes, you can delete it. For example, Paytm. Yeah, so you can uninstall some of the apps that are sort of pre-installed on this one. And let's look under the hood. And guys, it has that in-display fingerprint scanner as you can see here, and let me just try that, and it looks like it's really fast. We also have the face unlocking option also. We'll talk about the front facing pop-up camera later. I'll just agree all this. I love. And as you can see, you get that pop-up camera. It's really fast, but we'll come to the camera a bit later. This is just like the Vivo NEX. It makes that sound when it comes. You can actually change that. Let's look at some of the settings that we have. This is Fun Touch OS, guys. So we have quick toggles from the bottom. This is again found on almost every Vivo smartphone. And let's go to the settings. And if we go to about the device, more settings might be there. Yeah, about the phone. As you can see, it is running on Android Pie. So that's actually nice. So we're getting Pie out of the box, Android version 9. So let's just go back. And as you can see, this is the 6GB RAM variant. And the Android security patch is for January, as you can see. And Fun Touch OS is also version 9, according to this one. And I think so for storage, we have to go back over here. Yes, as you can see, out of that 128GB, we get about 113GB of storage. So that's regarding the storage. And yes, for OTG, you have to actually enable this, I think so, after inserting what do you say, a pen drive or something. And let's just go back over here, and this is your app tray like this, as you can see. And this is having the Snapdragon 675. This comes with the new Cryo 460. So again, the performance should be really good because it's a very fast processor. So it will be interesting to see how it fares. And the handset is actually pretty light, though it's still having that almost 6.4 inch screen, 6.39 inch to be precise. Let's apply this case, and there is a cutout in the case, as you can see, for that pop-up camera. As you can see, this is how it will look if you put it in the case like this. And the case quality looks good, and as you can see, we have the cutout for the camera. Let me just take out of this case now. So let's also now look at the camera, because camera, I feel, is also the highlighting point about this one. Not only the front facing camera, that 32 megapixel, but the rear facing camera is actually a 48 megapixel, with pixel binning it will come down to about 12 megapixel. And as you can see, there's the front facing camera. It came back to that. Looks sharp, AI beauty and stuff. Then we'll come back to this later. This is the rear facing camera. And let's just look at it. As you can see, as expected, shutter speed is fast, no issues with that. We also, this is the Pro mode. We have the panorama, night mode, AI beauty. This is the regular mode, as you can see. So we have a lot of modes in this one also. And the video, I'm assuming, as you can see, the interface is slightly different. You can even go into 19.9 aspect ratio. And as you can see, 48 megapixel main camera, but 48 megapixel is enabled. As you can see, you have to click it, then it gets enabled. By default, it'll shoot at, I think so, 12. So yeah, 48 megapixel AI framing and stuff is there. And video, I believe 4K, yes, 4K is also there, as you can see. So you can shoot in 4K, and even 4K, this is interesting, it's showing 60 FPS. I didn't expect that. So that is interesting. And now quickly, let's look at the front facing camera. Again, it pops up like this, as you can see. And this is the video. Let's go to the photo mode. And it also says HDR, so that's nice, like this. And we also have that AI mode, and this, I think so, portrait lighting effect. So this is nice. As you can see, it says studio light. Natural light, just notice my face, how it's changing the lighting. Stereo light, this is interesting. Loop light, rainbow light. So we have a couple of modes, so you can get, I think this gives the stereo light is giving good contrast. But if you want the face to be lit up, like studio light, as you can see, is giving that very different effect. So these are some of the samples taken with the rear facing camera, and immediately I noticed that the pictures are really sharp and the colors actually pop. I also took some close-up shots, and as you can see, it has a lot of detail, but sometimes I do notice that it is actually adding saturation to the color a little bit, as you can see. But here are some of the human shots that I took of myself, and again, I like the fact that the skin tone colors are really good, as you can see, and overall the picture is actually very sharp. Even when I zoom in about about 250%. As you can see, it was sharp. And these are taken in the portrait bokeh mode. And I feel it's doing a very good job even in this portrait bokeh mode. As you can see, I'm zooming up and also we have a lot of detail. So I feel the camera performance was very good. And these were samples with the front facing camera. Again, the 32 megapixel front facing camera is really sharp. And these were taken in that lighting effects portrait mode with the front facing camera. This one also has that wide angle lens. So this was taken in the wide angle lens. And again, this is the normal shot. This was in the wide angle lens. Again, normal shot, and this was taken in the wide angle lens. I also shot some pictures in artificial lighting, regular shot, and this was in the wide angle lens. Again, regular shot, and this was in the wide angle lens. The wide angle sometimes in artificial lighting is a little bit soft, but I'm glad at least it is there. And these were sample shots taken in artificial lighting conditions. And as you can see, even in artificial lighting conditions, the camera is doing an incredible job in my opinion. The skin colors and everything is accurate even in artificial lighting. And these were taken in the portrait bokeh mode in artificial lighting conditions. And as you can see, even in artificial lighting conditions with that portrait bokeh mode, the pictures came out to be really good. The skin colors are also very accurate. And these were taken with the front facing camera. So definitely camera is a big strength of this device. So guys, that's it for now for the unboxing and first look at this Vivo V15 Pro. So what do you guys think about this smartphone? I definitely feel camera is a big strength of this device. But anyways, let's see how Vivo prices this one in India. Anyways guys, that's it for now for this unboxing. If you have any other questions about this one, do let me know in the YouTube comments section below. And if you guys are still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video.